Have you ever noticed this? You can learn all the nervous system tools. You can start setting boundaries. You can even feel a little better, but somehow you still feel like the same version of you underneath it all. Like you keep snapping back into the same reactions, the same overwhelm, the same patterns. That's because what's actually driving those patterns isn't just your nervous system, it's your identity. And until that begins to shift, your body will keep pulling you back into what feels familiar. Today, I want to talk about the connection between your nervous system and your identity, and who you're actually becoming through this work. Welcome to Whole She Rises. I'm Mandy Scovern, mind-body coach for midlife women navigating perimenopause, autoimmune challenges, and the deep shifts that come with this season of life. Here, we don't just talk about managing symptoms or adding more tools. We talk about what actually creates lasting change in your body and in your life. Quick note, this content is for educational purposes only and isn't a substitute for medical advice. Let's get into it. One of the most important things to understand is this: your patterns don't come from a lack of discipline. They come from who your nervous system believes you are. If your body is still wired around, I'm someone who has to always hold it all together, or I'm someone who can't slow down, or I'm someone who always ends up overwhelmed, then your nervous system will organize your reactions to match that identity. Not because something is wrong with you, but because your body is trying to stay consistent with what feels known to it. And known often feels safe, even if it's exhausting. Most women I work with are operating from what I call their survival self. This is the version of you that learned how to push through, stay in control, take care of everyone else, and probably ignore your own needs. And that version of you was really intelligent. It adapted, it protected you, but it was built in a state of stress. And over time, that survival self starts to feel like your identity. Now, contrast that with your regulated self, or what some call your highest self. This version of you responds instead of reacts. She holds boundaries without guilt. She moves with clarity instead of urgency. And she feels really grounded in her body. And here's the important part. That version of you isn't someone you have to become from scratch. She already exists. But your nervous system just doesn't fully recognize her as safe yet. Identity isn't just your mindset. It lives in your body, your posture, your tone of voice, your breathing patterns, your automatic reactions. This is why mindset work alone often falls a little short, because your body will override what your mind is trying so hard to believe. If your nervous system is used to urgency, pressure, or over-responsibility, slowing down can actually feel pretty uncomfortable and maybe even unsafe. Not wrong, just unfamiliar. This is where the work becomes really different. We're not forcing a new identity. We are introducing your nervous system to a new way of being, slowly, in small, safe moments where you pause instead of push. You say no instead of overextend. You sit instead of trying to fix. You stay present instead of escape. And at first, it probably feels pretty subtle, but over time, your body begins to register, this is safe too. And that's when identity starts to shift, not because you just declared it, but because your body experienced it. This work isn't about fixing yourself. It's about allowing your body to feel safe enough to become who you already are underneath those survival patterns. More grounded, more clear, more steady, and more you. And that shift, that's what actually changes your baseline. If this resonated with you, I want you to just take a moment today and notice. Where are you still operating from your survival self? And where might there be space, even if it's just a little space, to respond differently? Because awareness is often the first step back into safety and into who you're becoming. If you're ready to go deeper into this work, I've linked my Back in Control session information below. It's a 90-minute session where we begin training your nervous system to feel safe in a new way of being. And if this episode supported you, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and let me know what landed. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's coming next. And if this idea of identity shifting feels new to you, I want you to watch this episode next. It's going to help you understand why you still feel overwhelmed, even when you're doing everything right. Take a breath, trust your body, and I'll see you next time.